All right, welcome back to Twin Terror. I'm David, and
And I'm Gary.
we're going to talk about Gary's bestest buddy in the whole wide world on this reading, JD Vance. Gary and
JD
JD Vance go
Vance.
together like peanut butter and tobacco.
What?
Always people always think of those two things going hand in hand,
Yes.
much like marmalade and liquid detergent.
Yes. Yeah. So JD Vance has kind of been out of the news cycle a bit. We were just taking a look to see what he's been up to, and outside of accusing universities of discriminating against whites and Asians, he really hasn't been doing a whole lot. The only other thing I saw was Trump was going to have lunch with him coming up, which is, why would Trump even bother? I guess maybe with this big, beautiful budget bill coming up, he's got to make sure JD's in line to break any ties that might result. But other than that, he's just kind of persona non grata, which is I'm fine with.
Persona non grata are just not. Where is he? He's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Persona non grata is he's not welcome anywhere, which is that too. Go visit the Pope sometime, see what happens.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's also stumping for a free market for crypto. We're just reading titles here on the JD News search. All right, well, hey, we'll just dive right in.
Yeah, just
your buddy, you read on him.
All right, so let's see. Since he's my best friend,
exactly.
For entertainment, I thought Trump was my best friend. Am I getting all sorts of new best friends?
You do. I mean, you and JD Vance get along like asphalt and tapioca.
Well, for entertainment purposes only, will we see JD Vance with a black eye soon? Okay, no. How's JD Vance doing? What's the energy around him? Oh dear,
he died. He's dead. He's a clone, just like the rumor that Biden's a dead clone. JD Vance.
Oh my God. God. You just can't make this crap up, you know?
Yes, we can. We do it every day. What are you talking about?
Okay, foundation of the reading is the death card. The death card, in this case, I don't think he's actually dead, although...
He's merely pining for the fjords.
Yes. They nailed him to the perch, right? His career may be dead. End of a cycle. He could be waiting for Trump to kick off. This is a very interesting first card on JD Vance. Let's keep going, see what's going on.
Kind of like the mid-year refresh.
Yeah, it's okay. So we got the death card as the foundation, and then you got the Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of that reflecting, looking back at things. Are you okay?
I'm dying.
Maybe the death card is a little closer to home for us. I think what he's looking at is, as vice president, he might be feeling that this isn't going exactly how he expected it to go. And he's kind of looking back and reflecting about what he thought he was going to be doing and the impacts he thought he was going to have and the impact on the decision-making he was going to make, and start to realize that maybe what he thought he was signing up for isn't what he was getting. Energy underneath it is the Seven of Cups, that illusions and delusions, not everything being what it seems. Isn't this also an ethics card, David?
Integrity.
Oh God.
You take the good with the bad. You got to take the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean,
just to throw out there, keep this simmering on the back burner. If he's the angel of death to the Trump administration when Trump's health goes sideways as well.
Yeah. Because for me, my first gut is it's either he's been disillusioned about what's been going on, or he's seeing what's going on with dear leader.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody's running the country, and it's not Trump.
Yeah, that's for sure. In the past, you have the Justice card. I don't know. Is this the Supreme Court? Is this court cases? Does it feel like it was justice that he got elected? I'm not sure. Boy, I have no idea where this is going. Got the Justice card. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm. Maybe he felt he was going to bring justice. Current energy is the moon. where there's confusion. There's the path is not clear. Once again, if we're looking at, he's looking at his boss, and he's seeing the sundowning and the crazy going on there. Could be secrets that yet to be revealed. Overarching energy is the Three of Wands, waiting for his ship to come and waiting for his opportunity to take over. Lesson to be learned is the Four of Wands. Well, you know, right now, people don't really care. Waving bye-bye as at JD. It's like the party's over here and he's over here. You know, he's not, it's like he's not part of the celebration. Outcome is the Three of Cups. You know, just people celebrating. I think he's feeling left out.
I look at it completely different. I see him biding his time as to when he's going to out-Trump his position, makes him next in line. Trump is crazy. He's waiting for the right opportunity. He's going to take that opportunity, and then everybody's going to love him.
Celebrate him.
To me, that screams easy, but hey, that doesn't mean you're wrong. It could very well feel that way because that was the way it was supposed to be. And, you know, the guy, the Taco Man there is still dictating policy.
Yeah, he's, you know, I think in JD's mind, you know, he's being the good soldier. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing what he's told. And like I said, that Three of Wands is the whole waiting for my ship to come in, waiting for my opportunity to take over. And it's just, I just kind of have a hunch that he's looking at this and he's a little disillusioned. You know, the whole signal gate. He was kind of like the only person that was like, this doesn't seem like a good idea. And then they got all pissed.
He wasn't lined up with Trump, and then Stephen Miller came in there and slammed the door on his foot.
Yep. So
okay.
Kind of how
I'm going to do a general on JD Vance as well. Let's see if I get anything different or if anything the same. Maybe I'll get why he's feeling like he's the third wheel in a throuple. I got Four of Coins, holding on to values, holding on to information, holding on to something, waiting for a big opportunity. He's idling. He's holding on to some stuff, waiting for that big opportunity to come in. Now, again, he was talking about wanting crypto to be a free market. So this could be an opportunity to make money with cryptocurrency, but it could be another opportunity. Underneath it all, King of Wands taking action, leading the charge on something. In the past, we got Judgment. He's not a leader. I would never describe JD Vance as a leader. And unfortunately, he's in a position of leadership. And that's going to be an interesting challenge because, again, he takes his marching orders from Peter Thiel. He's not his own man. Current situation, the Hermit. I keep saying he's waiting for an opportunity. He sees an opportunity to move forward with something. Again, this could just be the whole crypto thing there. He's sitting on secrets. He has knowledge of what the plan is and what he's planning on doing. 3 major arcana all in a row. Lesson to be learned, 6 coins. No, this is probably in regards to the cryptocurrency. He's trying to see this cryptocurrency market through. I expect that he feels like he's going to make a killing in this, much like the Trump coin is. Outcome, Ace of Cups. It's going to be something he shows a passion for, even more so than, say, a sort of sofa or something along those lines. Something's up with this crypto. And again, my apologies for not having read up on the crypto story to figure out what that is. But it seems like there's a passion driving it. Maybe it's going to make him the wealthiest hillbilly elegy that's ever existed. I don't know. This guy.
All right. Let's take a look at the future of JD Vance. What's his current future look like?
Because everybody wants to know.
Yes. Eyeliner sales are counting on this, right?
Yikes, that guy.
Okay, what's the future of JD Vance looking like? Okay, well, there's the underneath energy. So when Dave was pulling his cards, he had the Four of Pentacles crossed with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So Dave, when you were doing it, going back to my original reading, it was kind of like Trump is keeping everything for himself. He's not accepting any new ideas or new opportunities. So for JD Vance's future, it's like, okay, there's an opportunity that's coming forth. Now, it could be a political opportunity. It could be cryptocurrency. Let's keep going. There's your High Priestess. We're starting to throw the same cards there. He's got some knowledge. He's got some insider information on it. Underneath it, the Five of Swords, win at all costs. Wanting to fight when you should be walking away. This is kind of a win-win-win, baby. It doesn't matter. There's no win-win. This is I win and you lose. There's no win-win. But this is a win at all costs type scenario for his future. In the past, you got the King of Pentacles. This could be Elon Musk. This could be the oligarchs, the American oligarchs. This could be Peter Thiel. The money that supported him, that got him where he's at. Current energy is for his future is the Two of Swords. He's at a crossroads. He's at a decision point on what he wants to do. It's interesting because I don't think at this point Trump has given him any sort of nod as to when Trump turns out that JD Vance is his guy, that he's the guy that he supports. Overarching energy is the Knight of Wands. Actions are going to need to be taken, and we're going to have to start moving forward and take actions. Lesson to be learned is the Ten of Wands, a big burden, trying to get a burden across the finish line. This could just be, for me, I'm feeling like he wants to be his own man, or at least Peter Thiel's own version of a known man, and he's just not up to the task right now. That it's too much of a load to handle. God, look at all the wands.
Yeah.
Out comes the Nine of Wands, just fighting battles and getting wounded. That's not a great looking future. It's like it's like he's gonna wear everything that this Trump administration is doing. If he runs for president, everything, all the crap that happens, he's gonna own it. He's gonna have to wear it.
Yeah, while Gary was talking, I was looking up. Basically, he's a big proponent for free markets with crypto, big proponent of Bitcoin, owns Bitcoin himself, doesn't think there should be any regulation on crypto. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. Deregulation in general has been a freaking disaster for this country every time deregulation has been allowed to take precedent over regulations. I understand regulations slow things down. They make things less efficient, but it prevents people from cheating. And good Lord, humans will cheat at everything. If you make a rule, the first thing, and I really mean the first thing humans do, is they try to figure out a way to circumvent the rule. No ice cream on Sundays. Okay. Or no, how about no meat on Fridays? Right. So you know what my dad and mom used to do when they were younger? They'd go up to a Mexican restaurant and order at midnight so that they would have their dinner at 12:10 a.m. and have all the meat they wanted. So, yeah. Did they follow the letter of the law, or were they looking for a loophole?
Yeah. If you look, there's a channel on YouTube, Tasting History with Max Miller, and he talks about this, about how the church has said no meat on Fridays, but some of the stuff that they come up with that they don't consider to be meat. And it's just like, it's crazy stuff. Like, otters are not considered to be meat or something. It's crazy things like that. It's like, so yeah, there's certain things like, cows and pigs, but then there's all these exceptions because people wanted to eat meat on Fridays.
Right. Fish. All right. Okay. What's next for JD politically over the summer? What's up for JD Vance on a political nature?
Yeah. So in my reading, it doesn't look like he's going to pay the price for Trump.
Well, we all pay a price for Trump, right?
That's very true. He's going to pay the political price.
Okay, page of coins, messaging about money, and there's the burden. Messaging about money or values, carrying that message, and then there's all the heavy lifting that he has to do. God, these cards are looking similar to yours.
Yeah, man, we're circling around something here.
Yeah, exactly. It's a turd circling the drain, but it's circling around something. He's sitting on information that it's burdensome for him to hold on to. He wants to talk about it, but he can't. In the past, eight of cups, an emotional leaving, something that has been bothering him, and he's been distancing himself from. More messaging on actions to be taken. I don't think is it tariffs? He hasn't really talked about tariffs. He doesn't talk about anything.
No.
Right? It's like the man's vanilla. Overarching energy is the double. Okay, so it's got to do something with Trump.
Yep.
It could be something as simple as the tariffs making society difficult for many people, and he's distancing himself from that, maybe suggesting different approaches, but you can't get past Trump on this. 3 pages, all this youthful energy. Lesson to be learned. Page of Cups. I'll leave MAGA off for a second. It's creativity, possibilities of creation. He's talking about money, what we can do, creating. Secrets. He's just got Trump or corruption over it, though. This could just be more him advocating for his crypto. I got all 4 pages.
Every single page.
I got every freaking page. Spy in the camp. Not knowing what he's doing.
Go ahead.
I still think this is about his crypto ideas and how they're supposed to be the fix-all for everything. Moving away from the traditional economy, come up with this new idea, because the old way is corrupt, not like this new one isn't corrupt, but it's corrupt in a way that he knows how to manipulate. It just seems like it's a new, fresh idea that we should embrace, but the idiot doesn't know what he's talking about. He'll benefit, but the rest of us won't. Wow. I don't think I've ever gotten all 4 pages. I don't like the royalty cards to begin with. And now I got all 4 of them.
Yeah. The page is like your least favorite.
Yeah, that is definitely my least favorite card. No offense.
Yes, hopefully no.
This right up here is probably like one of my least favorite readings too. As we hammer around trying to figure out the nebula that is the personality of JD Vance.
Yeah, it's just so interesting because we're not sure what this is saying, but the message is like so consistent. We're getting all the same cards landing. I guess this is gonna be one of those ones where 6 months, a year from now, you look back, it's like, duh.
In this quatrain, Nostradamus said, duh.
Every quatrain, the 2 twins, the one without a clue, the other draws pages, the other doesn't know what to do.
Hey, making it right, we should probably make haiku.
Yes.
Write a JD Vance haiku so Gary can read it.
Yes. Oh, thanks. Lilia's very good at that, so I'm sure we'll get a haiku on Pages or something coming up soon.
JD Vance and the sleeper sofa.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's enough JD Vance.
Yeah, I'm done floundering on this reading. Thank you very much for wasting 20 minutes listening to the rambling of two insane people.
Yeah, hopefully we didn't ruin your coffee for you.
They're probably just confused. Go get an apple fritter. You'll feel better.
Yes. If you liked your coffee, give us video a thumbs up. If you like to drink coffee in the morning, you can get subscribed to the channel. We promise we'll do our very best to have you spit it out, but this is not going to be one of those. Yeah. And leave a comment and tell us what comment got you to spit out your coffee.
Anyways, thank you again, everyone. And unlike those other Twin Tarot channels that refuse to acknowledge their viewers because, well, they're the leading brand.
Yes.
The bargain brand, I should say.
Right. We give shout outs to our viewers. And the first shout I'd like to give is to Becky Stone, who is not feeling well. She's feeling a little under the weather and she's hoping to feel better soon.
Hold tight to your health.
Take care of yourself. And then to Richard or to
Richard. Oh, that could be almost anybody. There you go, Richard. There's an old school name.
I don't have my phone with me, so I don't have any names in front of me. So we'll just
Miss Marianne from Romper Room. The ghost of Miss Marianne, because I don't suspect she's still alive. This is thank you for calling out everybody's name, including mine and Gary's, like every show. There was a show that went by where we didn't hear our name called.
And then one last one for Terry from Long Beach, who always comments on my Long Beach T-shirts. Go Beach. Ooh, happy family. Happy Long Beach family. And then a secret card for the rest of us. Make sure my deck is right side up. Yeah, we got the 9 of Wands. That pretty much mirrors what this reading's been like. It's just been a struggle the entire time.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you again for tolerating this one. We'll do better on the next one. Thank you.
No, we won't. It's just as big a mess as this one was.
No, this one was bad. All right, take care. We'll catch you on the next video.
Bye.